Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Black Ranger Review. I'm your host Nick, and today I have another special item to review, to unbox. One of my favorite Power Ranger series is actually Ninja Storm. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. If you haven't watched Ninja Storm, go on Netflix and watch it. I think it's worth it. I think it's one of the few, like, not mature, but just like different series that felt like they were growing with you instead of staying in the past. But before I get to all that, today's items are SH Figuarts, Ninja Storm, or Hurricane Ranger, or whatever. All three! Yes, for once, with HeroClix, not HeroClix, that's a much different game that I love. With SH Figuarts, I can complete a main team, at least the main team, and I'll get to that also, sadly. So, what we're going to do today is talk a little about Ninja Storm, and go over why I like it, and of course, obviously, unbox these beautiful figures and see what we can do. So, first of all, Ninja Storm, if you haven't watched it, it's one of my favorite series because I always had a little pet peeve that why do Rangers know karate? Is it like automatically implanted in their brain from the suits or magic or what is it? They never really bothered to explain. And Ninja Storm, there's actually ninja academies, and these three kids were kind of chosen to become the Power Rangers. So they knew karate and semi-magic before they became Rangers. So I always loved that idea. And I believe this is the first American series that had just three Rangers. And that was huge because you got to focus more on those three. And, you know, one was like the mature leader, one was kind of like the surfer bro, and one was, even though the girl was a surfer, but trust me, the Yellow Ranger guy is definitely a pothead surfer bro. And then you had a slightly mature, slightly immature Blue Ranger. And also, it was the first series with the female Blue Ranger and a male Yellow Ranger. So it kind of like changed things up a little bit, which I love. Basically in the series, the Ninja Academy gets attacked in their secret base in the woods by these aliens. And all of the students are kidnapped, and their main master, and this is where people tend to fall off, their main master is turned into a hamster. Yes, it's not great. That's probably the one aspect I wish I could change. But the hamster can still talk and gives them life lessons. He's still their Zordon while stuck being a hamster. I know. So, in that series, all the students are taken away except like the three lazy students who came late. And they are chosen to become Ninja Storm Power Rangers. I recently watched the Sentai version it's based off of. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's in general the same story, but just some of the aspects of it I don't like. Like a lot of hand gliders, a lot of love of hand gliding in that series, a lot of weird introductions to being Rangers that I guess are more part of Japanese culture. Anyway, so let's get to it finally. Sorry for rambling. Let's start, of course, with the Red Ranger. So first thing I noticed, if you're a collector of any kind of figures and you want to keep it in the box, this box did come heavily damaged. Some creases and cracks here and the side. You can tell someone's had this in their storage for a while and just it never sold. Thankfully, I just got all these three on Amazon. They all happened to be on Prime, and they were all relatively cheap. I think he was like $30, and this double pack for like 70. So this was a great deal for me. I've noticed a lot of retailers are cheapening their figure arts for Power Rangers because Lightning Collection is coming out and people are kind of going to shift to Lightning Collection. So, which I am too, probably. But I don't think they'll make any Lightning Collection of these guys anytime soon because they already said, Hasbro already said that they're going to do the fan favorites for a while first, and there's plenty of fan favorites to last the next 2-3 years. So I always love this group. So let's get to it. Let's open the Red Hurricane Ranger or Ninja Storm Ranger. Red is wind, yellow's earth, and blue is water. There are more elements, which I'll talk about in a second. So right off the bat, comes with 5 different pairs of hands and then one hand. I guess to hold a weapon. I think it's kind of random, but cool. He comes with 2 swords, one in its sheath that he can just kind of stick behind his back in a little hole. And it's basically a blow dryer because wind is his element, but I won't hold it against it right now. Let's open it up. I honestly don't remember their names. Sorry. I don't remember any of the Ranger names. You can tell this is early figure arts because there's no plastic in the center, in the waist, which most figure arts have now. Now the big test, can I move his legs around without breaking? Looks like I can. That's also a good sign. Joints are moving pretty good. So yeah, in this series, I always just love this costume. I love the simplicity of it. I love that it felt like a cool ninja. Let's put his sword behind his back. That fits in real nicely. I love their wind morphers. Nice detail on the morpher, actually. What else we got? Here's his blow dryer weapon thingy. I see the clip here. I wonder if they actually connect all the weapons like they do in the show. We'll find out. Anything I don't already guess here? Nothing too crazy. So let's have this homeboy hang out right here for now. Yay, he does stand. Reaching for his blade. Cool. I'm not bore you guys trying to pop on different hands for 20 minutes. I'm sure that's not ideal. Alright, so we have Red Ranger Wind. Now let's check out this 2-pack. Now it's a 2-pack basically because sometimes figure arts, when they were doing Sentai, they're not really doing it anymore sadly, but when they were doing Sentai, they were not confident that people would want to buy a Pink Ranger or a Yellow Ranger, any secondary Ranger who wasn't red, essentially. Which is sad because they ended up making a lot of them online exclusives, so it was hard to get, so people didn't really need to complete their collection when half the team is online exclusive, so that means in America they cost, you know, over 100. So, and they took that as a reason to stop and not sell it at all. So, geniuses. So let's see, anything special I should notice? Doesn't look like it, just hands and weapons like always. Let's look at the Blue Ranger next. Again, can't remember her name, but I'll flash pictures and names right here. She does have a little bit of a plastic on her skirt. Again, great costume. Joints really nice. Also, tell me if you like me having a table here. I can just kind of display it instead of having it disappear while I talk about it. Get some feedback. Leg is a little stiff. A lot of people complain about this figure the most because her head is a little more smushed than the other ones. Like the helmet's a little more wide. I could see that. I mean, it took me a second to notice, but I can see it. Both yellow and blue come with the same amount of hands. She comes with kind of like a siren or loudspeaker, I guess is better, more accurate. And of course also the swords that you can put behind her. I'm very excited that I can actually own this team, though. I was surprised, even when the Legacy Collection was a thing, these were hard to find, and I think they have one for all of them. I don't know if they had yellow. No, they did. They had yellow. Speaking of yellow, yellow is Earth, my motocrossing pothead friend. His head's a bit loose, so let me not push that too much. He's a little stiffer than the other ones. My first Yellow Ranger. I think my first Blue Ranger. I have mainly red and green. One green. Comes with a hammer. His weapon makes a little more sense. He'd hit the ground and it would shake and everything. The symbol's right on it. Really nice. Let's get his blade and put it behind his back. Voila. I have these homies here, and they're awesome. I'm so happy to have it. Can't wait to display it and do some stuff with them so I can put them in positions where they're fighting other rangers I have and stuff like that. And I have some new stuff. Hopefully I'll show you guys soon that I can display as guys. Look really nice. Great detail as usual from Figuarts. Now, it makes me sad because there's another ranger. There's 3 other rangers, actually. If you haven't watched the series, there's Cam, the only name I remember. Cam was like think Billy in the season of Zeo. He's like the tech guy. He was also the son of the headmaster, but he was a tech guy. He never didn't do anything physical, so they assumed he was kind of a wimp, basically. And then one episode, he's awesome at karate. And he ended up being the Green Samurai Ranger. And that is the pinnacle of awesome. That suit is awesome, the poses and the moves, everything about it's awesome. But no figure art of him, sadly. And then you have the 2 that were bad guys, and then good guys, mainly good guys, the Thunder Rangers. Now they do have a figure art, and it's mad expensive, like almost $200. And I try not to spend $200 on 2 figures. That makes me feel bad. And good, but mainly bad. The Thunder Rangers are 2 adopted brothers. If I remember correctly, they believed that the headmaster of the Wind Academy killed their parents, who were in charge of the Thunder Academy. And their suits are also badass. Like, think these costumes mixed with Beetleborgs, kind of, because they did have beetles as symbols, I believe. And it's awesome. And it was a cool story to have, like, these badass rangers that weren't being mind-controlled. They were there because they had a vendetta, and I love that. I really love that. I hope one day I can get them and I can complete at least most of the team. But this is the core team of Power Ranger Ninja Storm, or Hurricane Ranger. I'm very happy. This is so cool. Finally have it. I hope you guys enjoyed all this. Just gonna keep displaying like they're reaching for their blade because I'm a geek. No major complaints. I mean, again, some people complained about her head being too squished, but it's fine. I don't see myself getting too many figure arts just because of the Lightning Collection also, like I mentioned before, but I'm also lying to myself because the moment it's cheap, I'm going to get it. There's a few I'm already keeping an eye on, you know. But yeah, I love these figures. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, anything you want to say, please go down there and say it. And enjoy. Or should I do this one instead?